We've just been through quite a lot in the House of Hope, and with that great big battle against Raphael, the main thing I'm looking for now is a good long rest. In fact, I'm yawning just thinking about it. Okay, I have to wake up, and stay awake for just a little longer. After all that, looking death in the face, or the devil in the face to be more accurate, I am appreciating what I have now in my life more than anything else. Perhaps those feelings being stirred up are what will keep me awake for a few more minutes. Yes, it's Shadowheart. I see her as someone I can rely on to be there for me no matter what, just as I have been there for her. Which makes me want to tear this stupid city apart just to find that one place that could make everything much better for her, at least I hope. But unlike the House of Hope, this one is called the opposite of that. It's the House of Greif. It's a Sharan enclave that holds her parents and is somewhere in the city. I haven't been to Baldur's Gate much these past couple years. The last time was when I came looking to join a group of adventurers on that fateful day when the Nautiloid brought me aboard. Before that, the previous time was a few years before as a sailor, but I wasn't sightseeing either time, not like I kind of am now, because we're looking for several dozen things throughout Baldur's Gate. When you are looking for specific things and don't know exactly where they are or how to get them, the city seems nearly endless. My companions are helping a little, of course, but even combined, they don't know where everything is. Even Asterion, who has been here for 2 centuries, who should know every back alley and shop, doesn't know it all. The city is just that big. Well, on top of that, new owners take over old places and change them, or new places sprout up where before there was nothing. So it's an ever-changing place, almost like the city is alive. So after a good sleep, we'll scour the city, looking for this place, the House of Greif. The gods know it can't be that difficult to find. There is so much more out there to see, and we've only just gotten started. But this cannot be an impossible task. Therefore, I will swear an oath to keep on searching until we find it. The only thing is, I have no idea what it will be like. It could be in the sewers, it could be an old abandoned shack, or it could be someplace that's prominently on display. It would just take time and effort to do this. Sadly, Shadowheart and everyone else in my party don't know the whereabouts of the House of Greif. I really, really want my love to recall everything about her life, and that, along with having her parents saved, is the most I can hope to get out of this. So this is all for you, my dear Shadowheart. So, we've returned back to our, what would you call this, apartment? Anyways, the place we're staying at the inn, the Elf Song Tavern. Anyways, and we need to rest, we are tired, and Shadowheart wants to speak to me about something. Hello?
Since we arrived in the city, I can't help but feel a little anxious. But I'm not sure I know why.
Well, we've plenty to be anxious about. The tadpoles, the armies of the Absolute.
Thank you. Now I have plenty of specifics to worry about. That wasn't what I meant, though.
I know, I'm just teasing. Tell me what's on your mind.
I don't think it's what happens if we fail that concerns me. We'll be beyond our worries at that point. I think what bothers me is what happens if we succeed. I've never been able to write my own future. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I'm so attracted to her. I think she's beautiful. Anyways, I am listening to what you're saying. I'm not just lost in your eyes. Anyways, if you want to... Yeah, start at the beginning. Imagine it's the day after we defeat the Absolute. What then?
Well, I want to save my parents, of course.
Of course.
Take them away. Far from Shah's influence. Someplace peaceful. Away from the city, perhaps.
I'm gonna let her just speak her mind on this entire subject. Go on.
I'd like room for animals.
I do.
Lots of them.
I want that too.
All shapes and sizes, so long as they appreciate a warm fire and more affection than they know what to do with.
Should be very welcome on my farm back home. Well, it's empty of animals because there's no one there. Actually, I sold it. What am I thinking? I'd have to buy a new one. Or try to buy the old one back, I suppose. I should have enough gold for something like that. Don't stop now. What else?
I want to grow flowers. I want to be surrounded by colors every day.
It's just like that back home.
I'm tired of darkness.
Anything else?
Yes. I want to share it all with you.
I knew. I could see in your eyes.
If you're willing.
Of course I'm willing.
Then it sounds like I have everything I need. More of life than I'd ever imagined possible without Shah.
We have a good future together, it would seem. Right, I am quite exhausted. We just went through and cleared out the House of Hope, including its owner.
Need to find a way forward.
So, I am ready to go fall asleep on the floor if need be. Without a soft bed. Okay, well, time to sleep.
To put my hands on everything.
I was almost worried I would have been interrupted. Right, so I got this new helm. It, helps with my attack. It's very magically enchanted, extremely magically enchanted. It helps with my attack, going before my enemies, and with my perception of things. Also allows me to detect thoughts. I don't like the look of it. Looks like I belonged to the circus, right next to Dribbles the Clown, when he wasn't, well, when he was alive. So I will be, yeah, using the enchantment, but not displaying it. My old helm, obviously, is much better looking. At least it goes with my armor, too. But the enchantment is just not the same. Unfortunately. I'll hold on to this. I will send it to camp, and I'll be able to get it anytime I want. It seems like I have a lot of things in here. Oh, yeah, books. I'm actually a little curious what it says in Raphael's diaries. A chapter from a diary... Did I not read this? I don't think so. I don't think I did, no. A chapter from a diary penned in Raphael's Siberitic hand. While I have, over many a sumptuous season, cast the net of my contractual predilections both far and wide, never have I been so attracted to mortals as I am to those infested by the tadpole. That's odd. Probably because they're desperate. These particular fish find themselves plashing towards their doom, splashing, towards a steel hook unblemished by bait. How they resist the current, how inexorable its whelm, its tug, its dark undertow. At the end of the fishing pole, the illithid, how their tentacles must quiver like cool jelly at the prospect of more catches, more and more each day along the troubled riverbank. This process has a name I sample now aloud to savor its taste, Ceramorphosis. I shall make crafty use of this development, for with the hook glinting and death so close, what could loom larger in the stricken fish's mind than the prospect of rescue? Well, don't think that I didn't think of those things too, but you are a devil, and What did I say? I'd rather just die. I'd kill myself before accepting either a devil's bargain or Ceramorphosis. Well, that's actually the best route. If I'm stuck between the two, obviously. I mean, yeah, you turn into an illithid. At least you're still surviving of your... No, you're not. You're kind of a slave to the hive mind, are you not? But then your soul will be a slave to eternity for the devils. Well, that's... I don't know. They're both really, really bad. That's why I would prefer death. Let's read the second book. A chapter from a diary penned in Raphael's steady, imperious scrawl. Last night I dreamt of a river. Devil's dream. Waist deep I waded to it. Rusted hooks curled up from the water like snaggled teeth of something ancient and diseased and submerged. The moon over the water crackled and fire flew out on the stubby wings of gormless, insanely chirping chicks. They transformed into wriggling oblongs like sperm, yet by the time they hit the water, they were fish with scales of orange and gold. There came a rushing sound, the dark water ablaze as if the fish were matches and the river a snake of oil. How odd. Approaching me out of the flames came the tadpole infested. There was one among them who spoke for the rest. They gestured to the melting hooks, suddenly glanced my way, and in their face I saw they had the best of me. In waking, my courage was firmed. I progressed my plans for the tadpole even now. I am Raphael. I am not easily bested. Well, we are not your average adventurers, are we? The final chapter from a diary penned in Raphael's hand. Here and there, his composed hand stiffens and moves erratically, as if he were, by time, seized by emotion both powerful and unexpected. The plot thickens, goes the aphorism, entirely inadequate. The plot mutates, it fluctuates. I have conceived no less than 13 variations by which I might seize the crown of Karsus, yet in the tumult of this eternally flowing river of schemes, I, the most careful of fishermen, finds his catch, elusive and difficult to wrangle, even in cooperation with ambiguity and delicious surprise. But the hook has snagged, the doom of Ceramorphosis has abated. Yet they could not predict, could they, that in leaving behind the river, they have in fact welcomed the fishbowl. I am master here, a prince of bargains cloaked in cunning like scarlet satin, all that hidden under sublimely obvious truths that cannot be discounted. So the fisherman reels, the tadpole are my catch. Struggle as they might, wreathe as they wish, flop and squirm and thresh with every ounce of strength, no matter. By all the reeking flames of hell, I will not be denied. Very determined, isn't he? I also have these two other books, been holding on to it. Is this the absolute end? What does it say? This book is redolent with they all are redolent with enticing smell of paper and ink. Underneath this book, conceived concerning the cult of the absolute and the dangers it presents, is scrawled this response to the text. This hastily written drivel is admittedly well-intentioned. Its author is clearly fizzing with fear of the absolute. The problem is that they conflate the rise of the cult with other things like the heat death of the universe, the resurrection of one-eyed Vecna the Lich, the proliferation of necromantic excess, and even the withering of some imported fruits from Chult. This person needs a glass of water and a lie down. Alright, the last one, grand design. Now, this is what the Elithids, their supposed grand design, I guess back in their heyday. I'm not sure what happened to them since. Maybe the Githyanki really disrupted or dispersed and destroyed and dispersed their empire that they used to have. Dictated to scribe Yanthus by Enver Gortash. I wonder if I've read this. The Grand Design is the Mind Flayer's species-wise ambition to return to the days of their conquering greatness through an act of sudden mass Ceramorphosis, giving the Elder Brain in overall command an implacable army of Elithid slave warriors with which to defeat all their old enemies, human and humanoid, Githyanki and Ulithurid. What is that? Of course, this is delusional madness, megalomania on a cosmic scale, and I know just how to turn it to our purposes. We're going to help the Mind Flayers enact their grand design, but only in the way that suits us. The Elithids shall have their crusade to enslave, but they will be acting in turn as our slaves, and we shall determine the how, when, and where of their great Elithid outbreak. To be precise, I, Gortash, will determine these things, as commanding the grand design is clearly a Bainite task. Alright, that's really all I wanted to read. What are these other things? Report for Raphael. Raphael's notes. Why would I don't remember getting this. Report for Raphael. Somehow word that the Orphic Hammer is in the House of Hope has gotten out and is circulating on the Gates Information Black Market. I don't think I've read this. I have two suspects for this. First, Gortash, who, of course, knows many of the House's secrets. Yeah, because he was locked up there. And second, when he was young. Second, that Diabolist for hire, Helsik, who I think helped Gortash burgle the crown of Karsus and might have learned about the hammer from him. If I had to guess, I'd wager it was Helsik, simply because if she has something that's worth money, she'll find a way to sell it, and selling away to free Orpheus could come with a high price tag. Corilla. Boudoir invitation. I don't remember this either. This gaudy gilded invitation admits the bearer to Raphael's boudoir in a private meeting. It smells overwhelmingly of palmarosa and pepper. Raphael's own perfume. Right, I want to get rid of these things. Contract mole. Cannot read it. Can use it. And I would like to give it to her if I come across her. Last I saw that she was... Was she not smirking as she's being taken away by one of those winged... not a devil, but... aberration that worked for the Absolute. There's a couple of people that would like to speak to me. Let's speak to Mizora. What is it, Mizora?
I've had my eye on you. Hot as brimstone, jagged as lightning, and seething like the river Styx.
You trying to flatter me in your own way?
Missing, isn't there? You're hungry for pleasures beyond this plane. Something more satisfying than mortal flesh, blood, and bone.
I'm not sure what you're getting at. I don't think I've ever been wondering if there's something well beyond what's on this plane. I have no idea what you're on about.
I'm talking of the mundanity of a life ignorant to the thrills of the 9 hells. Yes, you're curious. Your eyes are lit like raging stars. You want what only I can give you. The ecstasy of agony, the pain of the damned, distilled into pure bliss. Beyond every climax you've known, the little death writ large. Smile, and I'll come to you when you put your head down to rest. I will sate your most forbidden lusts. Or don't. And know the eternal ache of the unknown and the unanswered.
I don't even know how to respond to this. Believe me, this is the last thing I would have to confront when I woke up this morning. Okay, so are you, like, trying to get me to sign a contract so I can be eternally tortured? And every other perverse thing you can think of that, I guess, for you goes as pleasure? I don't take pleasure out of being branded, dismembered, whatever you can imagine that you would do to me. That sounds horrific. Maybe devils like that, but I don't. Absolutely not.
Dear me, I've overestimated you. Trust me, I shan't be making that mistake again. Ta-ta.
Why don't you try that on Will, see what he has to say. I'm sure he'll tell you off. That is insane. Not some sadist. What was the name of that church? We met somebody. They like to torture themselves and they get ecstasy out of it. I forget the name of that. It was in the goblin camp in the temple. Lae'zel?
Yes, the hammer is ours.
Oh, kind of wish I brought you with
the
me.
means to Orpheus's release is in our hands. To the Undercity, Voss must hear of our victory. When we next enter the astral prism, we will break Orpheus free.
We can't do that yet. Yeah, you know what? I would like you to join with
You're
me.
full up. Dismiss someone first.
How about you take Karlach's place?
Ready for battle.
Right, she's gained in skill. I think everybody outside of my group has. Let's see what we can do here. Right, she's gonna go for a wizard cantrip. Perhaps True Strike. Spells. Oh, what could she use? She's nowhere near as talented as a mage as Gale is, but... I'll have to look through this. Crown of Madness. Anyway, she's going to go with enlarge, reduce, and mirror image. And she would like to increase her intellect, intelligence. Well, we have a lot of things to do here. Her armor isn't as good as it should be. But I did send her... Well, Heldisk armor. She can't be frightened with her current one. I think she should continue wearing what she's wearing, truth be told. But we'll have to see among everybody else what they can wear.
Let's move.
Was that it?
If not over.
Anybody else want to
then
speak to
through.
me? We have to go and rescue, poor Helson. Right, Jahira, would you like to come?
The counting house. More bastion than bank, I'm afraid. Minsk must have a way in. But it's never had much use for coin beyond whatever sharp steel it could buy. There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. Swiftly.
Okay, so what do you know of the Stone Lord?
Only what we heard from Keen. He seems to have sprung up while we were out in the Shadowlands. The Stone Lord she described sounds nothing like Minsk. As for the name, well, a bad joke perhaps. The time of troubles ended almost a century and a half ago. I weathered the years between with all the elven grace you have no doubt come to expect. But do you know how Minsk, a human, passed those years?
I have wondered.
I'll give you a hint. They named him the Beloved Ranger.
You recall the urban myth that trickled through the lower city fest halls some years back. A hero who had been turned into a statue, returning to life in the city's hour of need.
That's Minsk? So he was a statue. How could he have been stuck that way for a century?
Because who would question a statue to our friend? Thinking Minsk of Rashomon had returned to a hero's welcome in Rashomon. I don't even know how he was freed. Harper work would take me from the city, sometimes for years at a time. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think of old friends, and the fight I had to continue in their name. And during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was staring me in the face.
You didn't even know it. You thought it was made after him. And you stared right back without realizing it was him.
I did. On occasion, I even found myself critiquing the stonework. Surely his head was not so large as this. I cannot call myself a particularly good friend. But I am his friend. And I cannot let Nine Fingers have him.
You know, if he comes within range of the artifact, it should nullify the effects of the Elder Brain on him. Right, so I'm a bit of a quandary because... Alright, because... Who else could I take? Gale. Yeah,
We need a moment
Gale,
for
come.
the two of us.
Replace Astarion. I'm in a bit of a quandary because if we run into a place where Shadowheart, maybe she'll recognize it, where her parents are. A House of Greif or something? Definitely not the House of Hope. Okay, join me. There's plenty of adventure to be had.
Would that I could, but your entourage is full. You'll need to make room for me first.
Take Astarion's place and stay here at camp.
Wonderful. Lead on, then.
Yes, his weapons have been returned to him. To his hands, at least. What spells could you use? Well, you use really nice, powerful ones, right? So, Flesh to Stone. Guess it's a little late for Minsk. Otto's Irresistible Dance. Cause a creature to start dancing, making it unable to take actions or move. Try to stop a spell being cast. That could be handy. Slow. Arcane Gate, create 2 linked teleportation portals. I mean, Gale would know all about these. It's probably more powerful than I realize it is, so... Counterspell. Now, these are things that we will come across that... If we come across a scroll of this, you can learn from those. I'm not sure exactly. Circle of Death. Well, that sounds pretty powerful. I'll go with that. And he gains a final feat. So we'll have to see what we can do here. Alright, Gale knows what to do. Take after Lae'zel. Most intelligent man I've ever met.
No one stopped me yet.
He can read all the words out of a book. All of them. Okay. True hero of Baldur's Gate. Devil Killer? Devil Slayer? That would be me. At least I was wearing a nice helmet when this was... When I was, sculptured me. At least attempted to sculpture me. Right, so, let's return from whence we came. To whence we came. Plays out. Helsik.
Welcome back, Devil Slayer.
Devil Slayer.
What can I do for you?
I'll have to remember that. Devil Slayer. Well, Devil Killer is also good. Devil Slayer is more regal. What are you talking about? I can hear you shouting from inside the store.
Speak thrice the phrase correctly, and lucky you'll forever be.
Huh?
Okay, great. Scarab, oh, damn it! Can't you see I'm trying to concentrate? Scarab, sap, scarabs, cap. Oh, this is gonna be harder than I thought.
You know that cat that was basically narrating a story? Could use him right now, just to give a full appreciation of this crazy little man here.
Scarab, sap, scarab.
I don't even want to be around him. I don't need somebody yelling and shouting and in anger like that. Okay, you know what? Devil's Fee, but... Cazador's palace is supposedly just over this wall. Lower city central wall. Could this be to the upper city? Well, we won't know unless we go there. Where is that cat, actually? That's the most interesting cat I've ever encountered in my life.
To leer at each other unquestioned. Bother wearing swim garments at all.
Hmm?
I'm not inclined to bother myself, but I suppose it keeps the city watch at bay. Some act as though displaying bare flesh is a more heinous crime than murder and robbery.
Talking about swim garments. I think... Oh, there's a sigil up ahead. I think we already have it. Right, so...
A good mason turns up for work. Tamrin ain't a good mason.
No idea what they're talking about. I do know Cazador's palace is really close. We can't go there without... Asterion. Isn't this like a vampire area? Oh. This looks like it's getting close to vampires. Right, well, let's continue as we were. I'm not familiar with the Upper City, I've never been there. But everything else seems to go in this direction. Let's go down here. Right, so south of here, the dock area, or the ocean area at least.
I must tell you, Shadowheart, the bathing waters here leave much to be desired.
That might be worth a look.
Bathing waters. I think this may belong to somebody. We don't have a stair in here. I'm not sure who it would belong to. I mean, they're refugees. What's going on over here? Hello?
Just discussing the weather, dearie. Nothing of interest to you.
Right. Hello there.
Plenty to do and see in the gate. No need to barge in our private chat.
Alright, I won't then.
Anyway, what you have for me?
Side of salted pork, some
Talking about-
barley, and 6 dozen eggs. Assuming none broke. Fresh as your
Talking about food. She got him food.
I checked the last line of book.
So the main docks are over there. There's some over here.
That means
I don't think that there's anything... I mean, we can go along here.
Still though, I'll take all over nightfall.
Wait. We found a Sharon lookout called Fred Droger. He revealed that the cloister is hidden in a place called the House of Greif in the lower city of Baldur's Gate. Did we find it? Maybe I should have looked on that. My journal first. I just knew it was in the city. I didn't know exactly where. Shadowheart? Does anything look familiar to you?
Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something?
Nothing? You don't recognize anything around here? I might have to just start talking to everybody. House of Greif. Huh. You know what? That would be a better, more fitting name for Raphael's place. House of Torture? What?
Merfolk, these are not.
Sahuagin? Ah. Well, you know, we are always scared of these things attacking us. I've never experienced it, but I have heard of other ships being attacked. Right, well, got our work cut out for us. Gale, I guess you can't use area effect. You can over here, there's nobody there. And I'm sure they will delight in your fireballs. There's another one over there, too. Well, we can get them all. I'm sure they like that.
Of course.
And they're going to be after you if they can. Well, get out of the way.
So much for peace.
They may just turn and start... you know what, I'm going to go right into the fray. Such is my life. That's what I'm meant to do. Where's my charging attack? What's this? Detect thoughts. New ability. It's not really that important. Where is my charge attack? And why don't I see it? Alright, maybe I don't have it. Right here. This would be my charge attack. Oh, I still have the hammer in my hand. Alright. You take a smack. Ah, missed.
Act fast.
Well, this is the way of acting fast. She has a charging attack. You know why? Because I have the hammer in my hand. She's got a spear. Come help me over here, my dear.
Bleed for me.
Very nice. Good job. Now, try to snare me with a net, will you? I knew they'd be coming after you, Gale. You're such a squishy target. But Lae'zel definitely is not. Aberrations? Well, they're not aberrations. She should go over here. Really? can't even make it over there. Cleave. Take them both. I'm sure they're like that. Or, you know what? You also have, Burning Hands. Burning Hands is meant to be like an area effect type of spell. Not quite. How about Acid Splash? Just don't hit the person there. Good enough. Oh, didn't work on them. Unfortunately. Good job. Disintegrate. Is there an enemy here worth using that on? Probably not. Oh, whatever. It is... It's you're only level 6. You would think these people would run away. Chain Lightning. It's also a really good spell, but these people are going to get hit, so... We must minimize that kind of thing. But Disintegrate is a single target. Here.
My turn.
Ooh, it literally disintegrated. There's nothing left of it. Let me get that slot back.
I won't give in.
And I shouldn't have to. How will fire work against them? Take this. Oh, I missed. I missed. Let's try that again, shall we? Well, sure it felt that.
Victory awaits.
This is the champion she's up against. Soulbreaker. Blight? Use that on our enemy. Too far.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
You're still standing there, right? Yeah.
One day I'll catch a break.
Ready.
Doesn't have a very good chance of hitting. What about with, what's your fire spell? Firebolt? Cantrip? Should be here. Right. Well, that was good.
Thank you for cutting those creatures down, truly. Gods know what would have happened if you weren't here.
Not good stuff, I know that. So who again? Everybody's heard of these things. This is their champion. Nothing enchanted, but... Smelly bag? Smells of rotten fish. Why would it carry... Maybe they don't care about rotten fish. Well, we can take the non-rotten fish. Clamshells are worth something, not much. Wispweed? Ring? I love fish, just not rotten fish. Maybe if I was an orc or even a Githyanki, I wouldn't care. Oh yeah, the one that Gale turned into dust. Ah, there's still pearl and a longbow on it. Right, so I am curious, what's about this House of Greif? Is it nearby? There's a mailbox here. What does this say? Vonyan's home.
Vonane.
Vonane.
Do not disturb.
What's this? Read. Dear One-Eye, I don't know who you are, but I know we've a friend in common. A dear friend who I haven't heard from in a while. Last time we spoke, she said was meeting you, and she hasn't been seen since. I'm not trying to accuse you of anything, but I am worried. If you know anything about her whereabouts, please come and find me. I'll be at the Water Queen's house. Ah, the Water Queen's house. I have been there. Blood. That's out of a wardrobe. Right, come in here. In case we get some idiot that... Oh my gosh. By the gods, they're stealing.
Leave me be.
Oh. Whoa.
What?
One of you things.
What are you doing in here?
You catch the scent of death on the man's clothes, his skin damp with decay.
Are you One-Eye?
He appears unwell.
This is my spot. Go on, find your own.
You are really unwell. Your spot?
Yeah. Every beggar's got a spot to give in. And this is mine, so clear off. No matter. This is still the safest place to hide.
What are you hiding from?
Bad luck I was discovered. I must.
Hey.
Stop making so much noise. You'll have the fists sniffing around.
Alright, this really stinks. There's a key up top. Alright, I don't care for this place. It smells really bad in here. Let's go. There's a hatch here. It's locked. That key must go to it. Ugh, to brave the smell. Not sure how he's going to feel when he's taking it, but it's not his home. We are looking for this House of Greif, which I don't know if it has anything to do with this, or if this leads to Baal's temple in the sewers.
Watch how you go.
Trap, trap, trap! Oh, well, that's just great. Try to disarm these. There's another one here.
Trap. Be cautious.
Is that the Zentarum I just saw? Symbol of on the... I think it is. Could this be a smuggling place? Yeah, it's a Zentarum's symbol. What is this? Is that a big lever? It is! I've seen some weird stuff in my day. Obviously, they put traps down here for a reason. There's something that they're trying to keep people out of. Certainly not a rotten tomato. Anyways, shovel. Got my own shovel. What? Got to be able to pull that. Anybody have like Lizzo, do you have, would you have like mage hand? Oh, maybe I should get out of the way.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Oh, action, not reaction.
I'm not sure if this will work. Mage hand can be quite large. Yeah. Cannot reach. How's one supposed to be able to pull this? I have no idea. Maybe it'll open up a door to the House of Greif, or maybe it's just absolutely something completely nothing to do with them. That is strange. You can't get your mage hand to go up there. She's saying it can't. Not enough space. Let's do it. Right, this is frustrating.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
You know what? Maybe I should try to take something that make me small. Something really small. The gnome?
Mutatis mutatis!
Okay, can I jump up here? Do I need to turn into a gas?
No time to rest.
Boy, do I ever look and feel different. Well, I don't know how to get that. The only thing I can actually think of is to shoot it. Oh! Well, it did something. It's time to end that illusion.
One day I'll catch a break.
This is just another Zentarum smuggling operation. They've got gold here. If it's Zentarum, I really don't feel bad about taking from them. Their connection to Bane and all. Silver fork, silver plate.
Maybe I need more pockets.
Scrapbook of love letters. This salt-stained scrapbook contains a dozen envelopes glued to its inner pages. Perhaps these envelopes once contained letters, but now are all gone but two. Letter 1 to Winky. Oh, Winky, how I long to be away with you on the open seas, away from that grim old flood tide, away where I can love you freely and without fear. With my ability to charm fish from the waves, we'll never lack for food, and you know I'll never tire of your chowder. Letter 2, dear Salty. The moonshays, I'll show them to you, lass, and we'll dance on them silver beaches in the silver moonlight, but I don't want no trouble on our sea journey. So first I must make my peace with Umberly with a grand donation. Not much longer, Salty. Well, it's more, There was never an actual guarantee that you would have a safe voyage if you donated to Umberly. Liquor. The backpack over there. Smuggler's note. What's this? Hey, One Eye. Sure I can get you and your wave servant Philly out of town without Cap'n Grizzly or the flood tide knowing. Meet me at that abandoned beach house you know about when the moon rises on the night of 14 Marpenoth. Bring that bemedged dagger like Sneggers. Scrawl beneath that in a different hand. 1486. I thought that was 6 years ago. I think old One Eye is long gone. Pretty sure that's where the Absolute Counting House say. Well, I don't know exactly when the Absolute came out. About and doing their thing. We got a sunken boat in here. Half sunken.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted.
Ow.
Here.
Scroll of Greater Visibility. 30 gold. Alright, let's get out of here. It's more like just an interesting place to go explore for a little short while. Nothing important here. You take any injury from those, back in the smelly room. From those Sabu again, you're gonna get hurt from acid trap. Alright, I'm gonna start talking to everybody. Hello.
Well, that could have gone a lot worse. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. Anybody know where the House of Greif is? Hello.
Gods, all we wanted was a nice dockside walk, not an unscheduled menagerie visit.
What's you?
Very well.
Look like you sell fish. Hello.
Thanks again for dealing with those Sawagan. You saved more than just my livelihood.
How are things here?
A bit quieter after the Sawagan attack, but that's to be expected. Loyal customers will be back.
What do you have in stock?
Fish mainly. The Flaming Fest commandeer the best stuff, but I can show you what I've got.
Well, I think we have enough camp supplies for now, but he's got some gold, so I'll sell what I can. Hello, you sell fish too?
Did you hear this was the best place to buy fish in the city as well? Seems they neglected to mention the sea devils.
The sea devils. Well, he calls them Sawagan.
Oh, please.
Hello?
I feel a little dizzy.
Alright. Hello there.
Please, sir. Please. It's for my son.
What?
Anything would help. Any amount at all.
Oh, I see.
Please, kind sir. Can you spare a few coins to feed my
Yes,
son?
I can.
Please, sir. Please. It's for my son.
Of course, my dear. Here you go.
Rancid, impure form. Nothing like the true weave at all.
Magic
This
here.
is why I appreciate a sharp blade to a ball of fire or a bolt of lightning. The weave is inconsistent, unruly.
The weave is constant, but its users, anything but. We must be on our guard.
I'm not great at stealth,
A
but...
Githyanki warrior hardly needs to be told that.
Some kind of wall here.
Set into the mansion's faded exterior, you see the faintest outline of a door. An entrance designed to provide the utmost discretion. Whatever lies behind the door, it guards such secrets closely. It will not reveal them to just anyone.
Hello? Anybody there?
Nothing responds within. It is silent as the grave.
What do you make of this gale?
The air is ripe with magic.
I should stand up first.
Ah, excellent choice.
Set into the mansion's faded exterior, you see the faintest outline of a door. An entrance designed to provide the utmost discretion. The door pulses with a heavy, melancholic magic. Whatever lies behind it concerns the living and the dead. You sense it waits for the right words. It requires permission to open.
Praise the Absolute.
The door does not stir. It will not answer to the cult's demands.
Long live Gortash?
Lord Gortash's name opens many doors, but it does not open this one.
Baldur's butter knife?
Whatever this door is waiting to hear, it is not the name of some ancient tableware.
Hello, anybody there?
Nothing responds within. It is silent as the grave.
Got a secret door. Right, well, until we can learn a password, the password.
Well, in it.
Kind of pointless. But we're at the southern point here that we can go. This is a fairly big place, too. Anyways, we're going to go back up. Actually, what's over here? I'm not sure if we've already been there. I think we have. Baldur's Mouth. Yeah, we've been all through here. Right, well then let's go up here. The other part of the city.
With haste.
An army of cultists is on its way to cut our throats.
Oh, there's that cat. I really do like you, kitty.
Upon their return, the cat couldn't help but wonder whether the Tall One had finally decided how their die would be cast.
I want to take you home with me. Imagine having conversations with this cat. Alright, well... What's this about your masons not showing up? Hello?
You one of Tamrin's friends? Well, we haven't seen him. He did a runner one night, never came back. You won't find him here.
Whose home is this? We're looking for the House of Greif. Lavernica.
Home of Lavernica, groundskeeper of Bloomdridge Park. Lover of birds, bees, and everything in between.
Right, okay. Who doesn't love birds and bees? Got rat trouble, not for long. Yeah, we've read this several times throughout the city. Every city has rat troubles. Bloomdridge Park. Hello?
Hang on. Don't distract me. I've been waiting a bloody month to talk about this book.
Okay.
What did we think?
This is a nice place. Here's your flowers.
Pets lack discipline. Were they defensive, I'd recommend further training.
Oh, come on, Morgan.
Not everyone approaches the raising of their young with such militaristic vigor.
That is the very purpose of training. To determine which children shall be warriors, and which are suited to other roles.
Like what, death? I thought they're all supposed to be warriors.
Animals, they would make for nutritious marching rations.
That's certainly one way to make them behave.
Hello there.
Sparky! Sparky!
Looking for your dog.
Oh, we need to go home for tea. Ugh, he won't listen, and he's too fast to catch. Stupid dog.
Oh, he's right here. I'll go talk to him. Let's quit your talk. Go get your dog.
I tried already, but I've only got little legs. Say, you're tall. Maybe you'd have better luck.
I don't think that's a good idea. I'm very ungainly, though. I'll try talking to him. Maybe. Let me see what I can do.
Good luck. He's the fastest dog in the world.
Oh, really? Well, they won't sit still. Hello, hey, Sparky.
Run! Oh, friend. Hello.
Why are you running around in circles?
Because running is brilliant.
Your owner's calling for you. You should probably stop running.
Stop running? But then I won't be running anymore.
Oh, you've got running on the mind. Running will even feel better tomorrow if you take a little break for the day.
Stop running to
run better. Okay. See you later. Home, 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 home.
Wow. When he's hungry, I think he will probably just think of food, 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 food. Oh, you're one of the Flaming Fists. Hello.
Park's no place for a stroll anymore. More likely to find a muggin than a picnic these days.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind.
Does she have a tadpole?
She has a tadpole.
Or perhaps you'll find something bloodier. The Absolute warriors are at work, just beyond here. You'd be wise to not interfere, brother.
What's going on in the park?
Nothing's going on. And even if there was something, you'd be wise to ignore it. Absolute's business. Got it? Now be off. You'll attract attention. In her name.
You still think it's real? You know, what do I have to do? Go up and hug them? You're now cured of being controlled? It should work. This is a real person, right?
Impossible.
I've always wondered, like, old people have been turned to statues, turned to stone, that look a little weather-worn. If you try to bring them back, would they come back all right? Or would they... The founder. Is it Baldur?
Baldur, the city's founder, gazes out to sea.
Ah. I've recognized that.
Less fists about.
It's
Hello?
only been a month, Wendell.
Right here, just 1 month ago, my Eugenie agreed to our courtship. Ah, it's a good place for romance. Take it from me. Though I must admit, all the clankery from the flaming fists dampens the mood somewhat.
Hello?
I still remember.
I'm sorry for Wendell.
It's an
He does
attractive
get a
woman.
touch, over-effusive about our courtship. Pay him no heed.
Over a few... What are you saying? That's... He takes it too seriously?
Hiding in the undergrowth.
We redden our steel by the light of day in his name. You are our lamb, ready for slaughter. Lady Orin asked us to test you, but I think you'll fail. What say you, little lamb?
You know, I just defeated a devil. I don't think we're gonna fail. I thought these would be vampires at first. But they're working for Orin. There's more than 3. There's that one. One up above. You people need to run away. Reaper, a ball. I don't think we're gonna have any trouble with this. Right, okay. I wish you had like a super fireball, like take up this whole place. Oh, this one is fairly tough.
Danse macabre.
Was very tough.
Let this murder be the sacrament.
Wait, why are you attacking innocent people? No! Well, they're not vampires. So you know what I will use? What can I use? Where's that? Wrathful. Take this.
No time for mercy.
Right, well, it's... I didn't hit it that hard. I thought I did. Let's make it bleed. Right, I can charge again because I'm using my sword. We've got a bit of a fight. This should be fun. 2 crossbows up above. Well, that didn't do very much, now did it?
Keep out of this, Captain. Do not forget who you serve.
Of course. Apologies. I warned him not to interfere. Not I. We. And we do not serve.
Defective. Very well. Another offering to Baal.
Oh, you're going to help us? I believe that you killed that woman. We've got the allies now. I think it's because the artifact's close to them. Invisible. Yeah, I don't think you're going to win. Let's we did that before. Let's try fire. I'm not going to underestimate you. You're going to get the full force of this. Could have done more.
Let's finish this.
Oh, he went invisible, so that won't work. Well, Guardian of Faith.
Let this murder be his sacrament!
And finally with us. Didn't kill it. Hurt her.
Let this murder be his sacrament!
They're so stunned again. We seem to be having a lot of trouble hurting them. That one's dead. This one's knocked down, but he's still... If I can do something. Searing Smite? These are a lot tougher than I thought they would be. Right.
You picked the wrong fight, friend.
Both underestimated each other. Yeah, they've got some kind of... I don't know what's... I can't really truly hurt this thing. I don't know why it's like that. Right, use a powerful heal. Mass cure wounds. I don't need any healing. Target is out of sight. Okay, Well, yeah, that should work.
Take you.
We're also blessed. Right.
Time to strike.
How is their magic resistance? They just seem to resist everything. Finished it off. Oh, she's a healer. Thank you. Oh, it's right. There's one right in front of it. See that? It's almost dead. Let's focus on this one. Maybe a disintegrate. Did you even harm it? No. Like your most powerful spell and did nothing. Really hard to hurt them. You ensnared it. Nice hit. Went invisible again. Alright, let's try what we did before again. It's already set on fire. Well then... Thunder Smite. This could push it back. Oh, that really hurt it. Okay. Yeah, it's like we have to break through some kind of shield that they're carrying around them. Nice job.
Victory awaits.
Okay, there's just that one over here. Misty Step. Do you have one? She does not, but she's a good jumper. Githyanki, jump. Really good jumper with that ability. Unfortunately, she can't hit. Where are you going? Thank you for that. Yeah, there's actually is still the enemy around it. Can you see invisible? You see it. May have to get closer.
With haste.
Still can't see anything. Yeah. Oh. So we found it. We have to finish that one off immediately.
Death won't take me yet.
It's dead. Right, let's see if I can hit this one.
Talk to me.
Too far for you.
Moving. I am fury. I am death.
Don't really need to hit it very hard.
Quick! Must be quick! This mind is fragile.
You okay?
Listen now.
I'll use my... I don't want to use my parasite, but I'll explore her thoughts with it.
Entering her mind is like stepping aboard a sinking ship. The architecture of her consciousness buckles and collapses. Thoughts yield to a flood of overwhelming power. The Elder Brain.
Do not waste time. This mind cannot bear us. It turns to liquid. Listen, just listen. We learn. We grow. Loosen our clumsy bindings. Aid us. Necromancer dead. Changeling and tyrant remain at odds. Kill them. You have a place in my grand design.
The Elder Brain is speaking to me.
The Elder Brain was working her like a damn string puppet. What else is it capable of?
What happened? Why do I taste copper?
Oh, she's dead. You know, the problem is, even if we were to defeat the Elder Brain right now...
Waste a step.
It would destroy absolute control over him, but everyone would turn... They'd go through Ceramorphosis. Everyone would turn into a Mind Flayer. Oh, by the gods. I don't know if there's a way around that. So if the Elder Brain showed up and I had the means to kill it... We need allies, but just say we had every... Just say we were able to kill it. There could be several thousand Mind Flayers just popping up over the next day. I just don't know how well that would work. Anyways, I'm sorry about your friend.
Bloody hells! Who were that lot? And the captain? She's dead!
I know. I wonder if she has anything on her. Mind Flayer. Right. Well, least we can do is loot these. Strike and Ball's name. Murderous Cut. Okay, what is this? O devotees of untimely death, it's time to skin, to flay, to make our presence felt. The terror must not wane. Those arrogant adventurers, make a bloody example of them. Tear them to gobbets. Gobbets? I mean, giblets? Giblets? I will ensure that the hapless fists stay out of it, and if any bystanders suffer unintended maiming or death, well, that's simply more offerings to Almighty Ball. Orin. I'll take your blade. Take all your blades. You alright?
Who are that lot? Need to report this. Need to get reinforcements.
I doubt anything is going to happen. I'm really sorry that she died. That's awful. I had nothing to do with that. One appeared here and came over, and the first thing he did was stab her to death. The man was just engaged to her. Anyways. As I said, there's nothing we can do about it. Take their weapons. There's two dead ones over here.
What did we think of the story's ending? The book ended too soon. There was plenty of dusk left to explore.
Doesn't sell for much, these weapons.
Anything of use?
Right. Take the balsam.
Might be useful.
Somebody was having a picnic here. Mugwort. Lots of herbs to pick up here. Hardily constructed boots. No one's gonna claim them. I can always use the gold. Dragon egg mushroom, 2 of them. What is this? Surrender your burdens. Does sorrow grip your heart? Does rage cloud your mind? Do you ever wish to surrender all that holds you back in life? It can be so at the House of Greif. Where is this? To be unburdened of your troubles is to be reborn. Seek us out, and we shall discover the very best version of you. It doesn't tell us where it is. A home for every working Baldurian. If you work, you are entitled to a decent life. If you don't belong on Baldur's Gate. There's no room for the lazy in the Pearl of the Sword Coast. I haven't heard that one for a while. Autumn Crocus. Pearl of the Sword Coast. Well, I hear, Will's always going on about Hero of the Gate. That's what he calls himself. What are these four doing? Hello?
Tell you what, city's gone down the gutter recently. All these attacks. It's no good.
Were you saying something there, Shadowheart?
First in my heart.
Did you want something? If not, I'm perfectly happy to just gaze upon you a while.
You know, we're almost like we're engaged ourselves, although there's been no formal declaration of it. I have to get a ring. But, I would like a kiss right now.
Of course. Just the one?
All right. I don't know what they're doing there. What is this book?
Seems simple enough.
I mean, it is kind of nice here, but featuring a deck of 70 to 78 cards, Talus occupies a place alongside chess and drafts as one of those games that carbuncular gentlemen play over warming mugs of ale at the back of taverns, or over vile, flavorless biscuits in the dining room corner at every major familiar celebration, including birthdays. It is a deck involving the player access to games of vast strategic depth, involving 4 suits and 1 trump suit called the Major Arcana. These games include Whist, Poker, Elemental Empires, Old Wizard, and let's just make a card tower. I can hardly see I've had that many pints, lads. I suppose, is that what they're doing? Well, there's no cards on the table. They're just drinking. Who is this, then, over here? There's 2 statues. To merriment.
Let merriment abound.
After what we just experienced here.
To life and living. Compliments of Stony and Bony.
Oh, so they made these statues. There's a wizard hat here. Whatever, let's just go. Where is this House of Greif? Autumn Crocus. Right, there's more boards here. Be wary of foreigners. They should be shunned. Their decadent ideas infect our youth, and they steal Baldurian resources without contributing anything. The recent wave of refugees should be driven from Baldur's Gate. Let other cities take them in. Baldur's Gate has already given enough. Anti-hag support group. We've read that. For the stout and sturdy. Increased missing poster. Who's missing? Chessa. Reward offer for information on beloved child gratefully received at Gur encampment in Worm's Crossing. A smudge of a young girl. Okay. Well, we have a Yenna, not a Chessa, though. Rooms available at Elf Song. We're already saying that. Hag group poster for the stout and sturdy. Alright, let's just keep on going. Lots of people have picnics here. We need to gather allies and confront and destroy the Elder Brain. Then I guess we'll be dealing with a lot of illithids, but, you know.
Joy and stone. Compliments of Stony and Bony.
Lots of joy. Right, what does my map show? There's murders in this building? Can I get in here? What's this? The Sar I don't even know how to reach get. But we can't get over there. The other thing I think was perhaps in the sewers. That would make sense. Unless there's some way up here. Might as well. Maybe Asterion would know if he was here with us.
First step is the hardest.
I can jump pretty far on myself. Balsam. More balsam. Alright, look for a secret entrance. We're right by it. The only other thing I can think of... You remember where that girl was waiting? There was a door down there in the sewers. She said she was waiting for a strange but enchanting man that she had just met. Which is really odd, actually. But anyways, she was waiting for him. I talked her out of being there. Just a little bit dangerous. Surrender your burdens. Is this the House of Greif? Well, this is the first I've seen anything from the House of Greif, so it's gotta be nearby, right? I would think so. How about here? Oh, this is the building I was thinking of trying to find a way into. I don't see any means of getting in there. Unless, of course, we go... No, I still can't. What in the hell's... There's a murder target there. The city just keeps on going and going. Well, it does go around to the street on this side. Perhaps the entrance is that way. What is this? Galbraith's home.
Enter those for whom justice and truth are thine guiding lights.
Oh. Maybe I should enter them. This sounds very much like me. Galbraith's cellar. There's nothing here. There's a hatch over there. And for all I know, we'll find another body part for Dribbles the Clown down there. Another manhole. It goes down to the sewers. Right, who lives here? It's boarded up. Just wish me luck, old man. Uncle, you may have retired from the Fist, but your influence lives on. Today, your favorite nephew finally got his long overdue promotion to Gauntlet. Meet me this evening at the Singing Lute, and we'll hoist a few in celebration while we watch the sun go down beyond the sea tower. And don't worry, old man. Make sure you get home before your bedtime. Vildo. Well, maybe he's dead because that's... Or he's... Oh, I don't know. Anything could happen. There's no access to it, that's all I know. Hello there, children.
Hello, fellow citizen. I'm not suspicious. Are you? Haha, I'm smarter than you.
Did anybody pick up something weird from that?
Quite ready for you.
Gale. I know you're more arcane-oriented, but see if you can figure something out here.
My pleasure.
Hello, fellow citizen. I'm not suspicious. Are you?
The girl is hiding something from the other one. She has candy in her pocket.
Oh. What's that you're hiding in your pocket, citizen? Looks suspicious.
You spotted it. It's spy candy, because I'm a spy for the Absolute. Whee!
Ooh. That's not even a game.
What to do?
Come on. When is it my turn?
Okay, here's down to the docks proper. This is it. I've been in and out here a lot. This area I'm starting to get to... I know.
Never wanted the easy path.
Well, this is the only way. Anybody know where the House of Greif is? Back soon.
Out for restocking. Will return shortly. If I can find any more stock.
The Glitter Gala.
Downstairs, the glitter gala. Upstairs, the chromatic scale.
Opportunity to work with a master artisan.
Breeze must be blowing inland today.
Dear...
Bringing in the stench of the foundry.
Imolta? Imolta? I am a master artisan from Elturel, recently uprooted from my home due to circumstances beyond my control. Perhaps you've heard of me? I have certainly heard of you. I have wanted to visit your fine establishment for years now, and I am delighted to finally have the opportunity. You see, I believe this unfortunate turn of events in my life could prove richly fortuitous for yours. I believe there is a gap in the market here for work such as my own. Permit me to descend upon you with a small sample and perhaps entice you with the possibility of establishing myself as a resident jeweler. I look forward to meeting you soon in person. Yours, Elson Glimrock. I take it that he's a tiefling because he came from Elturel. Dearest Thomas, it has been too long, and what adventures I've had. I'll look forward to telling you all about them in the Elfsong Tavern when I'm back. But in the meantime, I met this Janny trader on my travels who put me onto a rare metal they call pyrohydrum. They make pipes out of them. Now, pipes are all well and good, but I'm fairly certain that in your hands this material would make the most exceptional flute. You see, it heats up the very air that's blown through it while it's being played, which makes for a sonorous and grandiose timbre, the likes of which I've never heard. I have a bag of ores here for you to sample when I'm back. I cannot wait to hear what you make of it. All my love, Eric. I doubt I'm going to have much use for this place.
What's that?
Hello?
Drab attire? Lackluster skin? My darling, you need my gems. They'll brighten even a ghoul like yourself.
Call me a ghoul. I've seen some literal ghouls wandering around the city.
Or, if you are the practical sort, I also stock enchanted stones. They're almost as magical as myself.
You do think highly of yourself, don't you? Did you just call me a ghoul?
A skeleton would be more accurate. You have good bones, darling. You just need decoration. And you're in the right place.
Oh, I see what she means. What use do I have with gems?
Darling, we're on this plane but for a blink of the eye. Why not get a little luxurious?
Make you wealthy in the meantime. Show me what you have. Well, if I need diamonds, black diamonds, expensive, almost 2,000 gold each. If I need any of these things, I will return. I do have a few things to sell, so we'll do that before we move on. Right, she said that life without glitter is no life at all. There's another shop upstairs, just out of curiosity. We don't have all the time in the world, but the world's not ending right away. Hello there.
A customer. Come, Docha. You look like someone who knows their way around a lute. Or perhaps you enjoy the drums.
No, this is a music shop.
Flute? No. Liar.
Yes, liar. He is right. Going by my oath, I prefer the sound of nature's chorus.
Oh. Well, no matter.
Do you sell that here?
My instruments make the most splendid of gifts. I'm sure you'll find something for even the most contrary of bards.
Let me see your wares. Right, I found better equipment. This Escapades of Fandango Gloven. Better equipment on my adventure.
Thank you for coming to my little shop. I hope you have a wondrous day.
So formal and polite. I do appreciate that. Alright, so let's go back outside. We are still looking for this House of Greif. It's just the Baldur's Mouth Gazette. This is this Baldurin? Yeah, it is. Well, there's places all around here. I don't have a clue where to go. What's the sign say?
The Society of Brilliance has
The Lodge, meeting house of the Society of Brilliance.
They talk a great deal, but do very little, which may be for the best.
Do you remember them?
I take it you're not inclined to study the wonders of the Underdark?
Its inhabitants and cultures, maybe. Its fungi and cave slime, no thank you.
So, are you talking about those ones we met down in the Underdark? Yeah, actually I remember that. There was an illithid among them. I don't know how it has its freedom. There's a girl here. Elathran residence. House of Greif, where are you? There's another waypoint here. Upper City off limits. Oh, what reason is this off limits now? They have twice as many of these Steel Watchers. I don't want a repeat of what happened last time. I will not go to jail, will not submit to
No
them.
way to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client.
Facemaker's Boutique. House of Greif, House of Greif. Well, you know, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep looking for this place. Isn't that... I haven't been here in some years. What about over here?
We've got a job to do. These goods need to be delivered.
And I have a duty to the city and Mortash. Right there.
Please be the House of Greif. Oh. Janeth Estate. She was very famous back in the day. Lady Janeth. Grandmother told me about her. She was one of the Grand Dukes. I guess she has descendants. Well, I think she was human, so she would have died long ago. Every place is a place to go find something new, but we are not looking for just any place. Could this be it? It's locked. If they're advertising it, shouldn't they have a sign out in front saying the House of Greif? It's a Sharan place. And it's as bad as the Dead 3. If not worse, actually. They're equally bad. Yeah, I think I found it.
Oh, I see you. Don't think that I don't.
Is this it?
Greetings.
It is.
Do you seek help? You are in the right place.
Am I? You're gonna stand here so I can talk to you.
Welcome. The House of Greif lies just within. We are here to help.
I'm sure you are. Are you ready for this, Shadowheart? We're gonna go inside now. Perhaps we should rest for a few minutes out here first.
That helped.
Alright. It helped. But will you be ready for what we have to face within? Wow, I finally made it to the place I've wanted to see since April. The House of Greif. It's now mid-October if you're seeing this in the future. I have a few suspicions after rewatching that part when we saw what happened to Shadowheart when she was young, and her mother was a wolf. I believe that is her father, yes, and that he was a Selûnite. But I question what Shadowheart was confronted with when that woman showed her face to her without the mask. They kind of cut that part out. I think that might have been her mother, and she converted to worshipping Shar. Remember, they only showed the father, so we might be in for something really drama-filled when we go inside the House of Greif. Or maybe I'm wrong. I'm pretty good at keeping myself from learning spoilers for the game I'm playing blind. To me, it's like opening up unknown presents at Christmas time. However, I do like to take what clues I've been given and try to predict what is coming. I've got a good track record of being correct. Remember, Aelin had stated that both of Shadowheart's parents are alive, so though I could be wrong, but I think that is what we'll be facing. Maybe her mother runs this local chapter of Shar. I don't know what Shadowheart is going to do if she can't remember, but then it would make sense if she somehow gained all of her memories back when we were in there. I just think this will be something really explosive for her and possibly even test her against my character again, especially if she regains all of her memories. But as it is now between Siren and Shadowheart, I don't think things could be any better, so I'll really rely on that if it comes down to Shadowheart having to choose between me and her mum, if something like that happens. I actually wanted to deal with Astarion's vampire and master in this video, but I didn't see an easy way to get there from the surface. But I'm pretty sure the entrance is down the sewers, like Siren was saying, so we'll go over there in an episode or two. Seems like we're getting to the point of dealing with all of the companion personal quests as the game nears its end. I couldn't say how many episodes there are left for me to do, but I suppose seeing 80 in total, give or take a few, for the entire game sounds about right. It will all be easier once Followed is complete, which will happen either next episode or the episode after. Then I'll be able to fully concentrate on Skyrim and Baldur's Gate 3. Much less work to do since putting all the AI voices into Followed is very time consuming. Okay guys, you take care.